So this is a story that's currently under investigation, but these are the facts so far, and they already sound fucking insane. So you know the country Qatar?
Yeah.
Yes.
In Qatar, these 4 guys approached this factory.
Oh, Qatar. I said country Qatar. My bad.
I did too, but I'm not stupid, so I just figured it was Qatar.
No, you didn't. You didn't know anything, idiot.
So there's these 4 guys, they demand entry to this factory. They come up to the factory armed with guns. They go, let us in. So they let these guys in.
We have the season pass, let me in.
So they go to this factory, and then I guess for some weird reason, there's a bunch of dogs in this factory, and the men are like, oh, come here, come here. So the dogs come running up like they're, they think they're gonna get food. These guys start opening fire, and they killed 29 dogs and puppies.
Oh my god.
And that's all they did and left.
What kind of factory was this that had 30 dogs?
They probably
They
have a
have
house
puppy
next to the
milk?
factory and they keep barking in the morning.
I think it's not that the factory is in the business of having dogs. There just happen to be dogs in this like factory.
Why do they got 29 dogs in
One
there?
of the guys in that, like one of the shooter guys, like said that it's because one of those dogs bit his son or some shit.
So I will kill them all.
Yeah, so they don't know like what if that's true or that's under investigation, but that's the facts that happened is they executed 29 dogs and puppies.
Yeah, I want to know what kind of dog.
Some of these dogs were pregnant too.
Because some of them it's okay.
No, because I'm all like, if it's 29 Pomeranians, maybe it's okay, because they're fucking so yappy.
Pretty annoying, yeah.
I mean, they're cute, but damn, they're so loud.
So that
Yeah,
tells
yeah.
me they're not wild Pomeranians in Qatar.
Is Qatar like village?
Like Middle East? No, it's actually kind of nice.
I thought it's next to Dubai,
Do they have they probably have just a bunch of like random stray.
by the Emirates.
Because Don was telling me a story. So Don is our buddy that's like in special operations.
The Dreamboat.
The Dreamboat in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And so he was saying when he was over in Afghanistan and their job was to train up the Afghan troops to fight their own war, they found out one of the other dudes was like molesting kids or something like that. So they beat the living shit out of him. Like, you can't be fucking doing this on our watch. Either that or we're gonna have to kick you out or report you. And after that happened, they had a stray dog that they took in as their own to
Oh
take care of.
no.
And then that dude came back and killed their like unit dog.
Because he was like, man, he couldn't fuck kids no more.
Yeah. So
Fucking nuts, dude.
places like this where it's like it's hard
Okay.
because everyone's starting common sense and how you interact is from a different page sometimes, you know?
Here's a picture of Qatar for just a visual.
Pretty dope.
That's not villagery.
Nah, it's not.
That looks very modern. But that looks better than LA.
That looks like a fucking RPG video game.
Is that Final Fantasy VIII?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Beautiful.
That's Qatar?
That doesn't look like a place that has like backwards thinking.
Oh, sorry, I
like,
typed Midgar.
Sorry, this is Asgard.
So that's not Qatar?
No, it is Qatar.
Oh.
That shit looks
I
crazy.
heard Qatar Airways is fucking nice though.
Yeah, that shit is nice.
It is very nice.
I've never been on it. Have you?
I have.
What is it like?
Very nice.
Explain it thoroughly, you fucking.
Like Singapore nice like that or even better?
Different. Singapore, I feel like was really cool when you're like in like business class and stuff. They had like the beds and stuff, and obviously you're a fan of Asian food. And then also Asian airlines usually still are down for like attractive stewardesses and stuff.
Yeah, they get on their knees to fucking put a blanket on you and shit.
Yeah. So I think that's different. I think Qatar Airways, one, the food was really good.
Do they get on their knees though?
No.
Nah, it's
I
not
don't think
good.
people get on their knees in general. Yeah, and then their fucking their seats are really really nice. Their fucking screens are really really big on the airplanes and stuff like that.
Will you fly business class?
Not in Qatar. I didn't fly business class in Qatar.
But is the food like shawarma? What's the food like?
I don't fucking remember what I ate like 3 years ago. What the fuck? Get back to the goddamn
I
story.
do. I remember
Christ.
I remember my Singapore airline. I had satay.
You
I
did
had
business
curry
class twice.
chicken.
Like,
Yeah, no, I do business class all the time. I remember all my meals,
Jeez.
every single one.
back to Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah, so in Qatar, I guess, I mean, they said they do have a really big problem, not with having too many strays, but with animal abuse in general. They said there's no enforcement of like if you did something to dogs, you're probably not gonna get punished for it. So that's
people.
yeah, that's kind of why it reached this level of like, you know, if 4 people are that audacious that they'll fucking shoot 29 dogs.
Fucking mold down 29 dogs.
It's so hard to say from like these small articles because I know nobody from that area, so we don't know if it's like a small incident, if it's a representation of the culture. It's just such a small snippet, but it's so sad.
Yeah. Well, in Qatar itself is like actual Qatar citizens are outraged about this happening.
Okay, hell yeah.
So it's not like we're looking in going, oh, that's fucked up, and they're like, what? You know, like, no,
What's the problem?
They're just as like, they're trying to figure out like how they can, you know, improve that problem of like, oh, it's inconsequential what you do to like a dog. You know, but,
This could be a dumb question, but like, you think there's more countries in the world that like domesticate dogs as pets,
Hell
or that
yeah.
see them as just animals? You know what I mean? That like are synonymous to raccoons or a
I think there's a high level of domestication of animals in general, right? I think that was like we cracked the code years ago because there was like this mutual bond that humans had with animals.
We evolved.
We've had it for a very, very, very long time.
Dogs have been longer with human, like, I guess, like what's the word? Like, domestication and in proximity than cats or any other animal.
well, cats ancient.
So even before
everyone
cow,
ancient.
no, seriously,
No,
dogs
I mean,
came
I
first
understand the history. I'm
because
just saying, like culturally, the way that people see, like that level common sense, the way that people see dogs. I know that they're.
oh, not like white people who's like the one of the family members, but that's different. Like, but like having them around the house. Yeah,
they are
What they're fucking making out with them?
because even in China, like when they had the Yulin Dog Festival, it's Chinese activist groups that are against it.
Yeah.
Like they don't want fucking dog eating happening, you know? Instead of like all of China being like, ooh, it's a dog tonight.
But that's what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? We look at like a Qatar news article like this, and we're like, everybody's on the same page, very equally. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I also wonder if the same type of news went to a majority of the rest of the world, and they didn't necessarily see it in the same sentimental way that we have a
You
relationship.
think people would say like, oh, 29 dogs killed, and there's fucking high fives all around?
29 high fives.
I don't know any country that. Oh, brother, that is good, brother.
very good news.
Why not learn? Everything in life is a black and white. There's no gray. Like on your T-shirt.
I'm Italian, but I live in Qatar.
I think everyone.
Wait, it's
loves
Qatar, gonna get a Sbarro.
Authentic Italian pizza.
There's a little caveat though, is that it doesn't really get talked about a lot because it creates a total different controversy, but the thing that does differentiate how people see dogs a lot of the time is religion.
Really?
Yeah. Because some religions do not see dogs as like, oh, that's not a human, it's unclean, or it's this, it's that. Like, they don't value it the same way.
You talking about SDA?
Yes, we fucking hate those things.
You know what my mom tries to do? Try to make my dog vegetarian and shit. I'm like, bitch, man, this fucking dog needs meat, man.
Dude, did you see those TikToks of those like hardcore like vegan people making their cats vegan? And then you see the cat like, my cat's so healthy, and this cat's over here just praying his back legs.
The cat blinks, and a patch of fur just falls off.
Like you literally, there was a video where somebody who was like a vet was looking at their cat. They're like, your cat's going blind. Like you need to fucking, and they're like, my cat loves tofu, and like they're trying to feed this cat tofu or like a leaf, and the cat starts fighting him. Yeah, like, I fucking hate. He goes, no, she really likes it. TikTok's wild, dude.
TikTok's LOL.
People are fucking crazy, dude.
That's pretty rough.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think people are high-fiving at the death, but like religiously, for example,
But yeah,
right? If you're looking at dogs and you're just kind of like, that's not.
well, all the world over, like in all of the earth, religion is one of those things that kind of backtracks what like humans have kind of evolved to like whether accept or reject. Religions will just keep that strictly, this is how we all feel. It doesn't fucking matter how you really think.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this is, we've governed how we feel about this kind of a thing.
Yeah, well, how many Christians eat shrimp? Yeah, let's talk about that.
Shrimptions.
They're bottom feeders,
You're not
right?
supposed to eat shrimp?
No, bottom feeders. And I be eating that shit all the time, baby.
You guys made shrimp daddy.
Yeah, we make shrimp daddy, dude. I'm the worst Christian on earth. Dude, I love pork.
Dude, yeah.
And pork, yeah, you're supposed to stay away from pork.
Yeah. But that's what the problem, the reason why I was saying it creates a different thing is that in different countries where there's certain crimes that specific religions or specific cultures are committing more, you can't really say that. You have to just go, oh, and there was a big problem that was sort of not really similar to this, but like similar issue. In Britain, there were like these gangs of like, they called them like grooming gangs.
Grooming gang.
Haircuts?
There would be these like, there would be these like, so it was mainly, I'm not even gonna say it because I feel weird. It was mainly one type of culture that was, not mainly one, but there was a very distinct culture that had a lot of these grooming gangs where they would just take like young British like white girls and then force them into these prostitution rings.
Yeesh. They had that in
So-
Japan.
Yeah, and so when the news would report it, they didn't want to single out who was really behind it, and they just said Asian grooming gangs, and all the Koreans and Japanese,
Everybody was like, what?
they got really fucking pissed because it wasn't primarily them, it was a different thing that also...
Well, they just kind of bunch all Asian people together.
Exactly,
dude.
But don't they call like even Indians and Southeast Asian and everybody Asian?
But it wasn't sick people that were doing it. It wasn't like, you know, like, so all these other Asian groups got pissed and they were like, hey, to save your fucking political correctness, don't dump on all of us.
Yeah.
Just say who's fucking doing it, yeah.
It's like Russian, and it's like they just fucking try to beat around the bush and be like, oh, Asia, whole of Asia.
Yeah, but then that's the kind of thing that's happening right now is they're trying to avoid creating a different backlash by naming specifics in crime.
That just creates more curiosity.
Yeah, and that's another thing that's happening too with religion as well. Like they're not gonna go, oh, because this religion believes this, it was probably them or it was probably that reason. They're just gonna leave it alone publication-wise and go, you guys figure it out.
Wow.
Damn.
A lot of that's left for us to infer and privately, you know, at our own discretion.
And our own judgment.
Yeah. It's more like, hey, you be racist by yourself.
Yeah, you figure it out.